What's up, people? Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you. I got a short, little quick story, and I don't get on here and be trying to, do too much, but it really just kind of caught my attention. So last night, me and my family were sitting at the dinner table. We're eating dinner. We're conversating. Everything's going as planned, right? But then my baby daughter, and my older daughter got up and they were dancing like in the middle of dinner. It's just kind of the thing that happens, right? It's not a big deal, right? I don't want to get much into that. But for some reason, my eldest daughter upset my youngest daughter. And she came back to the table and she told her, she said, "I'm not speaking to you ever again. I'm mad at you." That was the words that she said to her older sister. She's like, "I am mad. I'm not speaking to you ever again. I'm mad at you." And me and my wife just kind of chuckled because it was just funny that this 2-year-old is saying this to her 8-year-old sister. "I'm not speaking to you anymore. I'm mad at you." Now, did she mean that? No, not at all. But it is something that she said. So at the time, her feeling was she was upset about something that happened. So those were the words that she used to express her feelings. "I'm not speaking to you anymore because I'm mad at you," right? And so it just made me think that we often get into our own 2-year-old mode when things happen to us as adults. We get upset and we say things that we do not mean. And so I wanted to just encourage us as people of God and just as people to understand that it's important that we watch the words that we use, and that we understand that those things that we say, whether we mean them or not, most likely we usually don't mean them. We're upset and our emotions have taken over, right? That's all that happened even for my 2-year-old at the time. She, of course she wanted to talk to her sister again. She's going to talk to her sister again. She actually started talking to her maybe like 30 seconds after that, right? But sometimes as adults, when situations come, when people wrong us or we don't agree, we begin to say things that we don't mean, and they begin to leave scars. In Proverbs, it tells us that death and life are in the power of the tongue. The things that we say have power. The things that we say affect others, right? They affect how other people feel. Fortunately for last night's incident, it was kind of a laughing matter in the sense of, right, my 8-year-old knew that, hey, it was her 2-year-old daughter, and she was kind of just talking. She understood that. She was not upset by it. But the teaching point is that we shouldn't say things that we don't mean. And at that time, my wife corrected my daughter to say, "Hey, we shouldn't say things that we don't mean." And then she turned around and she said, "Okay, I love you, Krista," right? Because that's how she really feels. But at that moment, because Krista didn't do something that she wanted her to do or upset her in some way, it was, "I'm never speaking to you again." We never want to get to the point where we want to say things that are going to tear people down, that are going to make people feel bad, and put people in a position where they cannot move higher. They cannot go forward. So those are the type of things we want to say, things that are going to move people forward, that are going to help people go higher and move to the next levels in life. So just wanted to share that with you. Make sure we're watching the things that we say, because they affect people in so many ways, different ways. And so if we're going to say something, make sure we're encouraging others. Make sure we're lifting people up and pushing people towards the positive and from a righteous standpoint, because we're going to need somebody to uplift us at one time or another. So just keep that in mind, guys. Your words have power. Use them the right way and lift somebody up as much as you can. Those things, those emotions that come that, cause us to be angry and things of that sort, let's do what we can to get rid of those things and make sure we're speaking life into others and even into ourselves when those bad thoughts come and those emotions come that make us blurt out things that we don't mean. Walk in love, be blessed. All right, peace.